Yeah, I thought it was competitive. Once again, it was more situational, some coming out, third downs, red zone. Wanted to slow it down, get some really good film for the offseason that we could coach off of, and I think we did that.
It seemed like the defense did a really good job of kind of tackling in space, and is that just kind of a part of getting this deep into spring and they kind of have a feel for what's coming, or is it more than just having a good day?
Yeah, I think they've just gotten better and better.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, we wanted to slow it down, give a good picture, let them see things, react, make our guys on offense just line up and play straight up, and I thought it was very competitive.
What was Castaneda today?
Castaneda is not with us currently.
Meaning,
I'll just leave it
not
at
on
that.
the team?
I'll just leave it not with us today.
Do you expect him to be back in the fall?
I will not comment anymore on that, but I'm sure something will be coming out soon.
How many practices has Madison worked at Gillard? Is that a result?
I'd say no, it was more we felt like he was a better fit there with Balin at one tackle. Steele has done a good job at the other, and then Murphy's a guy who could play tackle or guard. We felt like we need to get Madison inside and see if he could be that starting fifth piece.
So you moved him when?
Probably practice 6, 7-ish, so he got about half the spring there.
Is Hinton injured, or is he held out as a precaution?
Precaution, yes
Is
sir.
it a shoulder kind of precaution thing, or is it just
More a head area
Head area?
type thing, yes sir.
What's next for you guys right now? Where they head next?
Yeah, 3 good weeks of off season. Coach Witt's going to crank it up, and basically it's a prelude to the summer conditioning, which will be good. Let them know what's coming and what they need to work on when they're gone most of the month of May, and so we'll go right into training hard Monday.
You've talked a lot about how you really like the competitive level of the whole team this spring. Has that really just been your biggest takeaway for this group as a whole?
It has. Nobody feels comfortable. Nobody thinks they have a position locked in,
Right.
and that's been great. That's what you want. It's been my most probably fun spring because of the youth and the hunger and guys just competing and doing things right and being coachable every day.
Coach,
Go ahead.
Coach, you established Mahomes as a starter going into the season. How'd you feel about the performances of the other 3 quarterbacks today?
Yeah, I thought all spring they did some good things. I think Nick, was held out probably the first 5 or 6 practices, but has come on strong. Made good decisions with the football. Is a really good thrower of the football, and so excited about his progress. And then Payne and Jet had good springs. They can all go in there and operate and move the football, and so it's exciting to have 4 guys that you have faith in.
What's next for you personally and your staff with the offseason now officially here?
Yeah, staff will be on the road Sunday. They'll head out to the locations they need to be at and start recruiting Monday. And this is the time of year that I can do a lot of self-study, exit interviews with the players, and watch a bunch of football.
Coach, you and Reg were having, and Coach Jones were having a conversation there at the end of the game. What do you think about his performance today?
His spring has been awesome. I see him right now on kind of the path Jakeem had, where the light goes on knowing it's your last time, your last year as a senior, and that's what he's been doing. His work ethic is picked up, his intensity's picked up, his focus, and I saw the same things in Jakeem last year going into his senior year. So I hope that he has the same result.
Cliff, if this was September and you had a game to get ready for next Saturday, who is your X? Who's your first X right now?
That's a great question. I don't think we would name a starter right now, but I think we feel like we got a bunch of good guys that can do it. That's where Lauderdale played last year. We expect him to be back this summer, so it'll be a good competition.
But, so you got Derek and you got Willies and J.D. Holding on in there.
Right. And then, like I said, Lauderdale, that's where he played last year. Not sure exactly where he'll play, but he'll add some more competition in the mix.
So you feel good about Lauderdale returning?
I do.
The chances?
I do. Yes, sir.
Coach, how'd you feel the defensive line performed today? It seems like maybe there's more depth this season, which might be kind of a surprise.
Yeah, there's definitely more depth. When you look at the numbers, and we still have a bunch coming in as freshmen that are going to have to play, but that first group has really come a long way. It's young guys, haven't played a lot, but very athletic, very tough. Said it all spring, having Andre Pipkin and Colin Hill, big physical bodies, has really helped. And I feel like all spring we were able to run 8 guys in there that could perform at a fairly high level.
Is Howard a guy who, I know he's supposed to sit out, but have y'all applied for a waiver? Is there any chance that he might be able to play?
We're working through that. Don't want to get into the details, but he's really come on and had a good spring. Really physical kid, great with his hands, smart football player. So if we could get him eligible, we'd really like that.
Whether it be JUCO or early enrollee high school guys, just how did you feel like all your guys that were here for the first time this spring just kind of handled the whole process of going through the spring for the first time?
They did well, particularly those high school kids. Derek, he was at Iowa, so he knows what it's about. Daquan was at junior college and knows the higher level. But for those two high school kids that should be in high school to come in and compete the way they did, I was very proud of them.
Anything else? What do you think about the news of Chris Beard coming in to coach basketball?
I think it's awesome. He obviously wants to be here. He knows what Tech's about. Had a great run when he was here previously, and I've heard wonderful things, so I'm excited.